Are we too economically attractive? Is this the reason that people are getting in those dinghies, do you think?
Well, I think the British government could be a lot more robust in what they're doing. One of the things that doesn't get discussed much, an element of this, is the European Convention on Human Rights. Now, when Theresa May was Home Secretary, she actually said that the UK should leave the ECHR, and she, of course, was a Remainer in terms of the 2016 referendum. I know there are now calls amongst Conservative MPs to scrap the Human Rights Act to really get on top of this, because, quite frankly, I think
Oh, that sounds awful when you say it, though, doesn't it? We should scrap the Human Rights Act. When you say that, it does make me kind of go, ooh.
But the fact is that Home Secretary Priti Patel and the Home Office are getting tied up by the legal restrictions on what they can do, which is why only 5 illegal migrants who have come via this route this year have been deported. And, you know, when you think about it, this has escalated now, not just over a number of months. This has gone on for years. 2020 saw a quadrupling on the number of people that came across via this route. We're now triple that for 2021. I think we're at about 26,000, 27,000 people. And frankly, you know, relying on the French and giving them money as a strategy has completely failed. By the way, I think the behaviour of Macron's French government, the level of hostility that we have seen, whether it's threats to cut energy supplies, whether it's blockades, despite the fact the UK has granted 96% of French fishing licences, the level of hostility that we're seeing from the French now, you know, they've cancelled this meeting with Priti Patel, they've rejected...
No, they didn't cancel it. They had the meeting and just didn't allow Priti Patel to go to it.
Well, there you go. But, I mean, this is pathetic when this is a serious, dangerous issue. And they won't even have a meeting with Home Secretary Priti Patel. What does that say about their intentions? The British government have tried the softly, diplomatic, behind-the-scenes approach over a number of years now, and it's got absolutely nowhere. Don't forget, there have been a couple of reports now that even when the French authorities are on the beaches and they can see this going on, these illegal crossings, they're not even intervening. So frankly, relying on the French and giving them money, I mean, the latest, I think it was £54 million, has totally and utterly failed. As you say, I think the suggestions in that letter were serious suggestions. They were things that we could have cracked on with a deal between the UK and France. The French don't want to know. The real thing to consider here is that Macron's government, I'm afraid, who have made consistent digs at Brexit UK, whether that be about the vaccine strategy, whether it be threats to cut energy supplies, whether it be the row on fisheries. Macron and those around him are rattled by the fact that nearly everyone in France, by the way, is standing as a Eurosceptic candidate in the upcoming French presidential election, including, of course, Michel Barnier. And they are playing politics in the most disgraceful way. Why on earth can't they sit down with Priti Patel, have this meeting and put in place those points? Someone tell me why.